Hello students, I'm Imani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all to our YouTube platform, जिसमें आज we are going to move forward with UGC NET English Literature के ही previous year के questions related to your 14 December 2023. So if you guys would have watched my previous videos, उसमें literary theory के we have discussed certain questions. We have also talked about questions which are related to ELT या linguistics की field की बात करें. उसी तरीके से आज की क्लास में जो क्वेश्चंस हैं दे आर रिलेटेड टू योर फिक्शनल राइटिंग्स एंड कुछ मिसलेनियस भी हैं यानी कि नॉन फिक्शन भी हो सकते हैं, राइट? एंड हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू प्रोसीड विद द सेम थिंग? आज के क्वेश्चंस जनरली क्रोनोलॉजी बेस्ड हैं, सो यू विल हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर राइटिंग देम. अगर कोई चीज है नहीं आपको लग रही है, यू आर नोटिंग इट डाउन. ऑल्सो मेक श्योर दैट यू गाइज आर ऑल्सो somewhere or the other keeping your notebook etc handy. So in case, because आप लोग जो भी आंसर्स लिखेंगे, क्योंकि 14 दिसंबर है, रीसेंट वाला क्वेश्चन पेपर है जो पिछली शिफ्ट यूजीसी नेट की हुई थी, तो इट बिकम्स इम्पोर्टेंट एज अ स्टूडेंट टू मेक श्योर दैट यू आर नोटिंग each and every point down, right? So the first question that we have here is match the list 1 which includes term or a concept given by a particular writer, right? And who gave this particular thing, right? List 2, who is the writer who coined this particular term or concept, so to say. So I will be moving forward by giving you the answers. You need to make sure that you are pausing the video, playing it when you are done answering it. Because आप लोग की रीडिंग स्पीड माइट वेरी फ्रॉम वन स्टूडेंट टू द अदर, तो आप अपने हिसाब से मेक श्योर यू आर पॉजिंग इट अप हियर एंड देन मूविंग फॉरवर्ड व्हेन आई एम टेलिंग यू द आंसर, राइट? So the right answer to this question is option D here. If we try to match it up, Malbe ka Malik is a term or a concept given by Mohan Rakesh. Amritsar aa gaya hai. We have arrived in Amritsar. It Bhisham Chani, right? Partition novels etc. जो लिखते थे. Then we have C/2 Jade Roots, Ismat Chugtai, a Pakistani writer, very important for her short story, the Lihaf, The Quilt, ठीक है, जिसमें homosexuality as a term she has taken, as a topic she has taken basically. Then we have Lajwanti, which is D/3 Rajendra Singh Bedi. So कुछ नए नए राइटर्स राजेंद्र सिंह बेदी जैसे आपको देखने के लिए मिल रहे हैं. मेक श्योर दैट यू आर मेकिंग अ लिस्ट ऑफ दीज इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस एज वेल. मूविंग ऑन, the next works, J.G. Ballard's The Atrocity Exhibition, Donna Haraway, When Species Meet. Donna Haraway is a very important name in the field of cultural studies when we try to talk about the term cyborg, because she gave us the concept of cybernetic organism, right? And how she talks about the meeting of the human body and the robotics as well, right? So cyborg manifesto एक इनका important work है cultural studies में जो इन्होंने लिखा था, right? Then we have Thomas Friedman's The World is Flat, Francis Fukuyama's End of History, William Gibson's Neuromancer. William Gibson's Neuromancer. Which one do you think is the right answer here? The right answer to this particular question is option B here again, that is AEDCB. So when we move forward by discussing the important years related to these writings here, first of all we have J.G. Ballard's The Atrocity Exhibition, which was published in the year 1970. ठीक है, 1970. Then we have William Gibson's Neuromancer 1984, right? 1984 में विलियम गिब्सन ने अपना एक वर्क न्यूरोमैंसर पब्लिश करा था. Then we see 1992 में Francis Fukuyama's End of History. Then see we have Thomas Friedman's The World is Flat. I think it was 2005. And then we have Donna Haraway's When Species Meet. It was one of the recent works, not so recent, but couple of years back, she got this particular work published. And we see that how her approach is most of the times we see post-human in nature. तो अगर आप cultural studies पढ़ रहे हैं, you will have to make sure that you are reading Donna Haraway and you are making sure that you are aware with certain important works if we try to talk about even when species meet. Those are art. All right. Moving on to the next question. Identify the correct order of publication of D.H. Lawrence's works. D.H. Lawrence's works. What do you think is the right answer? Answer is A. So we have D, Sons and Lovers. Then we have The Widowing of Mrs. Holroyd, 1914, right? Then we move to option A, right? 1915, I think. The Rainbow is the complete title. So The Rainbow, Women in Love, उसके बाद publish हुआ था. Women in Love was a sequence to this particular work written by Lawrence. And we see that this particular work came in the year 1920. And last में 1923 में Kangaroos आता है. ठीक है. इसके अलावा if you want to learn the way I teach it in the class, लॉरेंस के वर्क्स की क्रोनोलॉजी बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है. तो अगर मैं अपनी क्लास का एक ट्रिक आप लोग के साथ शेयर करूं, the way I teach chronology in class, it's more like if we try to talk about the important works, एक चीज इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगी, The Widowing of Mrs. Holroyd. बाकी सारे नॉवेल्स हैं. ये पर्टिकुलर वर्क जो है इट्स अ प्ले बाय लॉरेंस. इट्स अ प्ले बाय लॉरेंस. अच्छा. So when we talk about this is how I try to make sure that we don't have to just stick on to the years of the particular writers, be it Virginia Woolf, be it E.M. Forster, be it T.S. Eliot, जिन्होंने बहुत important plays लिखे थे. तो ऐसी tricks के साथ I teach it in the class. So if we try to talk about White, The White Peacock. Then we have SA stands for Sons and Lovers. The Rainbow, Whites are Rainbow, वो रहा Serla. So the way we are breaking it up here is we are going to remind our own self sitting in the examination center through a story or through any sort of word जैसे हमने arrange करके बनाए. वो stands for Women in Love. I already told you Women in Love was a sequence of The Rainbow. Ara stands for Aaron's Rod. Ser stands for The Plumed Serpent, जिसका क्वेश्चन 2-3 बार एक रिपीट हुआ है कि ये कहाँ पे सेटअप थी. It was in Mexico. La stands for Lady Chatterley's Lover, which was banned in Britain. इस तरीके से जो आपके मेजर वर्क्स हैं ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर राइटर, जैसे अभी मैं आपको बताऊं कि हम अगर विमेन इन लव और रेनबो हमें पता था कि सन्स एंड लवर्स सबसे पहले आया है. ठीक है. If we try to talk about Sons and Lovers, then The Rainbow, then Women in Love. So we could have arranged the question in that particular sequence as well, because बाकी जगह पे ऐसा नहीं है, D से शुरू हो रहा है. ठीक है. So you need to work smartly as well when chronological questions are to be approached. Then we have the next writer here, Thomas Carlyle. इनके works की chronology you are supposed to move forward with. What do you think is the right answer here? What do you think is the right answer? The right answer is option B here. Option B here is the right answer to the chronological sequence of the works written by Thomas Carlyle. Now, when we move forward with Carlyle, we know him majorly for works like Heroes and Hero Worship, and History of the French Revolution. Right? He was a very predominant writer, and of course इनके works की summaries ज़्यादा important नहीं होती, majorly titles ज़्यादा important होते हैं. तो अगर इनको chronologically हम arrange करें तो we have B, Signs of the Time, as the first one to be corrected here. That is 1829. Then A, History of the French Revolution, 1837. Then Chartism, 1839. Then we have Heroes and Hero Worship, 1841. And the last one, Occasional Discourse on the Nigger Question, 1849. Right? So this way, B is the right answer here. B, A. So we have B, A, C, E and D. Correct? Then we have the next writer, V.S. Naipaul, very important writer. इनकी chronologies पूछी गई हैं. इनके बारे में deeply questions आते हैं because he is not just a writer who is diasporic in its stance, but also a very important writer who is playing with multiple themes, so to say. Right? So what do you think is the right answer here with regards to V.S. Naipaul? What do you think is the right answer? You can pause your screens. The right answer is option C here. That is C, A, B, D, E. So in C option, we have The Mystic Monsieur, which was one such work published in the year 1957. 1957 में ये work आया था. Then we have A House for Mr. Biswas, came in the year 1961. Then we have B, 1967, right? The Mimic Men. You also need to make sure कि इनके कई नॉन फिक्शनल वर्क्स भी हैं, उनके सबटाइटल्स भी हैं, उन सबटाइटल्स के नाम जानना भी इम्पोर्टेंट है. He also gave a reply to Conrad's works as well. So अगर हम देखें नायपॉल्स इंडिया एंड माइन, इसका ये वर्क किसने लिखा है? You need to drop it in the comment section below, right? So 57. Then we have A House for Mr. Biswas, 61. Then we have 1967, that is The Mimic Men. 2001 में we have option D here, and 2005 में ये वर्क आपका आया Magic Seeds. ठीक है? 4 और 5 दो टाइम्स पे it was getting published, so 2004 and 5 कर सकते हो. 4, 5. All right. So CA. So we have C, A, B, D, E. All right. Next question. Assertion, reason based. Assertion says that Michel de Montaigne established the term essay as a new literary form in his text essays, right? And reason कह रहे हैं कि because Francis Bacon is generally considered as the father of English essay. So do you think these terms are making sense with the assertion, and why is assertion? What is the reason for the assertion? So this is a statement and these are your options. You can pause your screens. The right answer is option B here. That is both he and R are true. He, Montaigne ने establish करी थी term essay, which he called as essay. ऐसे लिखा था. ठीक है? It was a genre which he gave a name to basically, and उनके इस text में आया था. Alright? But इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि फ्रांसिस बेकन को जनरली कंसिडर किया जाता है फादर ऑफ इंग्लिश एसे. Yes, he is known as the father of English essay, English prose, but not because Montaigne ने ये term establish करी थी. दोनों terms individually correct हैं, but reason नहीं है बेकन का Montaigne की वजह से. ठीक है? They are not linked basically. Next question. Doris Pilkington's Follow the Rabbit-Proof Fence is based on the experiences of Stolen Generation. Nadine Gordimer's work, My Son's Story, deals with colored or mixed race protagonists in the backdrop or apartheid. Backdrop of apartheid. What do you think is the right answer here? The right answer is option A. That is, both the statements are correct. Nadine Gordimer, very important writer in the post-colonial stance, even in the African literature, so to say. Doris Pilkington से 6 दिसंबर वाली शिफ्ट में भी क्वेश्चन आए थे स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड. सो यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि आप इस वर्क की समरी तो एटलीस्ट पढ़ रहे हैं, फॉलो द रैबिट प्रूफ फेंस, क्योंकि 6 दिसंबर वाले अगर आप मेरे वीडियोस देखोगे उसमें भी आई हैव डिस्कस सम स्टेटमेंट बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस इन द फिक्शनल क्वेश्चंस पार्ट. There we have seen questions from the same story. Then Toni Morrison's work Beloved is based on the true story of a black slave woman. Statement 2, Beloved is a novel about the trauma of the apartheid. What do you think is the correct answer here? The correct answer to this particular question is option C here. That is statement 1 तो true है कि black woman की literal real life के ऊपर based है, right? But Beloved is a novel about the trauma of the apartheid. No, it is not based on the trauma of the apartheid. Rather, it is based on something which is basically how America में slavery थी. It is based on slavery in America. Apartheid पे नहीं था, ठीक है, अफ्रीकन कुछ नहीं था, बट अमेरिका में कैसे स्लेव्स को ट्रीट किया जाता था उसके बारे में था. एंड यस, स्लेव विमेन की स्टोरी के ऊपर है. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ द प्रोटैगनिस्ट इन बिलवेड? इट्स सीथ. और सीथ को मैच द फॉलोइंग में 6 दिसंबर के क्वेश्चन में, 6 दिसंबर के क्वेश्चन पेपर में सीथ एंड अदर कैरेक्टर्स मैच द फॉलोइंग में आए हुए थे. तो आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि टोनी मॉरिसन एज अ राइटर, शी इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट बीट फॉर हर नॉवल द यू नो इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बिलवेड, The Bluest Eye, etc. So कुछ summaries इनके important works की कर लेना. That should be your homework, right? And I also asked you one question that you will have to drop the answer in the comment section below. Naipaul's India and Mine, ये work किसका है और कब publish हुआ था, right? Thank you so much for being here. Have a good day. Bye bye.